All right, so we like to laugh and have fun on this show, but Nate and I, we do respect each other, but sometimes we actually really disagree on things. Come from two different vantage points, and you say, all right, let's take it to the other table and let's get after this. 60 seconds on the clock, 3 topics. The segment is called 2-Point Conversing. Let's get after it, Nate. Number 1, your boy Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
All right, the last 2 weeks has responded to Antonio Brown on Instagram, Colin Cowherd on Twitter, Rex Ryan. It seems like Baker always has a response to those who are talking about him.
Yeah.
Do you think he should be worried about what these people say, and should he just ignore all of that?
You know, what I love about the show is I learn from you guys. And our other co-host, the one with the large cranium, Head McCaffrey, Kyle Brandt, he told me that Baker Mayfield should never do that to the head. He should never change himself. And originally I was like, you know what? Baker Mayfield, you got to chill. But the more I watch him and the more I see him respond to how people talk about him, the more I say he needs this. And the reason I say that is because through the first 3 weeks, Baker Mayfield, he wasn't cooking. He just had 3 TDs and 5 picks. And everybody's saying, oh, Baker Mayfield, you lost a little bit of that flavor. And what happens? People start talking about his team. Rex Ryan comes out and talks about him. And what does he do? He lights up the skies last week and they get that dub. 342.
And that's because you can read
Because some people need that fire.
I like the stats.
Some people need the fire, Shakes.
He had great stats. Look, does he need to be responding to Rex Ryan's wearing a brown and orange suit on TV and ratings, Colin Cowherd is getting like, isn't that beneath it? Does he need to be dealing with Colin Cowherd and Rex Ryan? Shouldn't he be worried about the game?
Some guys need that, Shrek. They need the motivation. You don't think so?
No. He'd be a lot better if he didn't worry. Whatever. All right. Next up. Let's talk about the Vikings and their $84 million man, Kirk Cousins. It's been a, shaky start for Kirk, and then he gave a full apology to Adam Thielen on Tuesday. Let's listen to the audio of Kirk Cousins apologizing to his receiver for not getting him the ball.
I really want to apologize to him because there's too many opportunities where we could have hit him on Sunday. And post-game, when I talk to the media, I always say, hey, until I watch the film, it's hard for me to really give you a straight answer. Well, now it's Tuesday night. I've watched the film. And the reality is there were opportunities for him. The one that's most obvious is the 3rd and 10 at the beginning of the game. We're near midfield. That's arguably 7 points. If you put the ball where it needs to be, he's shown, number 19 shown that he will make that play. And he'll probably finish the play in the end zone and pull away from the defender. Adam's not just a really good player or one of the best players on the Vikings. He's one of the best players in the NFL, one of the best players in the world, period, regardless of position. And so, we want to, we need to, and when I say we, really, I mean I need to get him more opportunities, get him the football.
Nate, Kirk Cousins, the quarterback, apologizing, spilling his heart. Does it make you cringe?
No, not at all. We say that Kirk Cousins is the ultimate dad of the NFL. And being a father, sometimes you have to apologize just so everything can get back to normal inside your house. Adam Thielen was right. They do need to connect on that pass. You know where this is coming from? It's deeper than just the Minnesota Vikings struggles. I believe it's also from watching other quarterbacks, maybe even one of his former teammates. You remember RG3 back when he was playing with the Washington Redskins, how he would handle things? He would shift the blame, and Kirk Cousins is probably saying to himself, I don't ever want to be looked at as how people looked at or perceived RG3.
You know how he's being looked over now? I'm going to walk right over you, pal. $100 million man. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, we got to win some games here. You're calling me out publicly after the game. How about we do that behind closed doors? I don't know if I necessarily need to hear him apologizing, saying I'm sorry, all this stuff. You're the man, dude. You're the man. They are questioning your authority. They're questioning your ability. And now you got the coach questioning him. You got Stephon Diggs not at practice. Take this team by the horns and say, hey, this is my squad. Let's go, guys. I don't need to hear apologies.
Shouldn't the highest paid player take criticism, Shakes?
He takes criticism. I don't know if he needs to be crying about the apology aspect.
I hear you. I respect that.
Love you, Kirk. All right. Thursday night football tonight.
Scoot over, man. You're getting too close.
Last Thursday, we saw a great comeback on the road from Carson Wentz, and we talked about the defense and how amazing that interception was at the end. My comment, and tell me if I'm wrong, Doug Peterson is the most underappreciated and underrated head coach in the NFL. This guy beat Belichick in a Super Bowl, all right? Every time they go on Thursday night, they win. They're 5-0. Doug Peterson is never we talk about Sean McVay's genius and Sean Payton, his genius. And wow, look how amazing Kyle Shanahan's play calling is. Peterson just quietly wins every big game. And when their backs are against the wall, he finds a way. Oh, by the way, When his starting quarterback, franchise guy, went down 2 years in a row, he found a way to get this team not only to the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. Doug Peterson, your most underrated coach in the NFL.
Shay, do you want another trophy? Do you want another statue? What do you want? Do you want them to go out and build a Doug Peterson stadium? He has everything already. He won a Super Bowl. We high five him. We hug him. Howie Roseman's great. They get players after players after players. They're always going to be in conversation. What do you mean we don't respect him? We know exactly who he is. You know what we don't talk about enough? Frank Reich with the coach talking about losing your quarterback. Oh, they lost Carson Wentz. Andrew Luck retired, man, right before the season. And they're in a four-way tie right now at 2-2. That's who we need to be talking about. Frank Reich, all odds stacked against him, and still we're talking about the coach having a chance to make the playoffs. That's what underrated is, not Doug Peterson, who has a statue outside of a stadium.
Well said.
Peter, apologize to Nate. Oh, you should apologize.
I'm sorry, man. I just thought maybe I could have been better on that segment. And next time.
We're looking at the film.
I'll get you. I don't make Kirk Cousins money. Let's go to Will Silva out in Culver City. Will, what do you got for the news?